floral and earthy. I felt driven to understand this plant better, but it's difficult to fully comprehend the cultivation of an exotic species half a world away. I scratched my head reading paragraphs of advice on loamy soil and light requirements. I decided there must be a better way to learn how pepper grows. So I bought a pepper plant. A month after my visit to the Botanic Garden, I did some Googling, and I found a greenhouse in Delaware that would deliver a baby pepper vine to my door. My excitement built as I tracked the plant in transit. When the postman finally arrived with a telltale box, I treated him as if he were the stork delivering a newborn. "He's adorable," I chirped when I unwrapped my little pepper vine from the cozy newspaper packing. No more than 4 inches tall, my vine had 5 stems, each topped by a cheery leaf that stretched upwards, searching for the sun. Pepper plants can be grown from a seed, but the seed has to be unprocessed, so you can't just plant a kitchen peppercorn and expect it to grow. My baby pepper vine was grown the way most are cultivated, from a cutting. I gave him water and set him in a windowsill. He doubled in size in less than a week. Pepper farming guides recommended setting up a post for him to start climbing right away, so I moved him to a large pot, equipped with a 6-foot stick for him to ascend. He was happiest the year he summered in Ohio with my parents. He baked in 90-degree heat on their asphalt driveway and exploded in dark green foliage. When the weather changed, he returned home to my Queens apartment, and with him came soil gnats, which required an intensive treatment that nearly killed my other houseplants. But my pepper vine seemed largely unaffected. I babied him, while my roommates and cat swatted bugs and slowly went insane from the infestation. And then, to my great surprise, one October morning, I saw a pepper spike amongst his leaves. A pepper spike is about 1 inch long, shaped like a rounded pyramid, and covered in rows of very light green, minuscule buds that would eventually fruit. I had no idea if black pepper vines could self-pollinate or what sort of help they might need to do so. I blew on the pepper spikes, rubbed them between 2 fingers, and did any number of other ill-informed and vaguely erotic gestures that I hoped would result in pollination. The flower buds shriveled and then swelled and looked promisingly like pepper berries, but eventually the spikes died and fell off. To this day, I haven't had any luck growing my own pepper berries, though my plant still sits near my window, now 4 feet tall and growing. It's likely I had so much difficulty reaping a pepper harvest because the vines are much more comfortable in their native climate of Southeast Asia. Pepper was first collected wild on the Malabar coast of India, long before modern records began. Pepper vines were first brought to Sumatra, a large Indonesian island just southwest of the Malay Peninsula, from India, sometime before the 17th century. This island is where American merchants like the Crown and Shields originally imported their black pepper. Pepper is harvested the same way in Sumatra today as it has been for at least 200 years. Small family landowners produce the bulk of the crop, and large commercial farms are rare. When pepper berries ripen, they turn from bright green to yellow to Christmas red. Male workers lean wood ladders against the trees or posts that support the pepper plants, then ascend to harvest the pepper berries by hand. A pepper vine produces 4 types of pepper, depending on when its berries are harvested: green, black, white, and red. 3 different peppercorns are sold in the multicolor pepper grinders, which can be found in grocery stores. Green peppercorns are freeze-dried, unripe berries. They taste fruity and are not too hot, although chomping down on a green peppercorn still makes my eyes water. White pepper is harvested when the pepper spike is almost fully ripened and all the berries are red or yellow. These berries are soaked in water, historically in a running stream, and the outer husk and pulp is degraded by bacteria. In the final stage of the process, the husk is rubbed off, leaving behind only the grayish seed of the pepper. White pepper has a distinctive, funky taste from the slight fermentation, which reminds me of stinky feet. Red peppercorns are fresh berries and are used as a condiment.